Hotel has done a great job rebuilding that part of our city. It's an artsy-fartsy part of our city, very much like the Village in New York. But it's a city that has undergone tremendous stress with the building of this trolley system using federal dollars. It's, in effect, shut down a number of the businesses. John Racanelli, he's a businessman there. He had his restaurant there for 5 years. That restaurant closed because of the lack of business due to construction. He's not a guy who wants handouts. He's a guy that's revamping, like restaurant owners do, his restaurant. It's an existing restaurant with an existing ownership and an existing liquor license. All he wants to do is change the format. And this format is one that works. It's sports all the time, all gender, on high-end TV sets with a high-end menu from a chef who's been an executive chef who's been plucked from the confines of the private sector to do work for Social House 2. And it is designed for men and women to enjoy cocktails, good food, socializing, and, of course, the art. And University City's known for its art. The art that will be found and changed daily on the bodies of the young men and women servers.
Okay, so no one is complaining, and they've gotten all of their clearances and all of their permits and everything they need?
Well, first of all, there's no permits that are required. John already has his liquor license. He already has his extended lease. He owns property in the Loop. The man has a business concern. Now the question is, are people upset? Yeah, there are a lot of people that are upset. There are a lot of people that are upset because they're operating under the mistaken belief that this is going to be a place with a stage number one and a gal named Mercedes or Wyoming or Lexi dancing and doing lap dances and grinds and patrons salivating and having dollar bills stuck out of their mouths. And that's the furthest thing from the truth. This is a high-end restaurant that is seeking to elicit customers and attract patrons that are from outside of the norm. Remember, the Loop is a place where you can go get your nipples pierced. It's a place where you can go buy a bong or a one-hitter or, drug paraphernalia of your choice. This is not a family-friendly Disney World. This is an adult part of town. You don't see kids, running about on play swings in the middle of the Loop. No, it's a place where you go and you have cocktails, you listen to music, it's adult venues, and quite frankly, it needs a breath of fresh air and it needs new money being attracted to it.
Al Watkins, I'm ashamed of you. You should know Cheyenne moved to Vegas years ago.
We hate that. Maybe she's with Wyoming, stage number 4.
All right, so Al Watkins, I love you. I love John Racanelli. I love their pizza. How much of this is a PR message that there's really not a whole lot of people upset over this, and you're trying to create a little controversy to create a little buzz for a new restaurant?
Well, I'm a whore, and I get paid for my services. And John Racanelli is a businessman who doesn't like paying for services that aren't required. The fact of the matter is there are some very, very good people in University City, and I used to own a home right at the head of the Loop. And I know and understand these are good neighbors, but they are upset based on a misconception about what's going on. And that upset has manifested itself in the form of significant contact with the city powers that be, the mayor, the city manager. And they, of course, are concerned. They have a constituency that they have to address. They have an image that they're trying to uphold. They're trying to create good things for the Loop. And this misinformation is why I've been brought in. So it's not conjured up. It's in fact something that is alarming, given the very liberal nature and character of University City in the first place.
So when is the restaurant going to open? And I'm short on time here.
Mid-March.
Mid-March. All right. It's called Social House 2, where the waitresses and the waiters will wear no shirts but body paint only. Al Watkins, always a pleasure, my friend.
Thank you, sir. Kelly, have a great day.
You too.
All right. Chet Pleven couldn't have said it any better himself.
He doesn't hold back.
8:57 KTRS.
Hey, it's John Carney, and I want to address the few of you that have not called Stewart at Stewart's American Mortgage Corp. Those of you that apparently are allergic to saving money. And even think about this, even if it's just